Andrew Tate. Whether you love him or hate him, one thing's for sure, you've heard his name. He's everywhere. From luxury cars to private jets, from motivational speeches to viral controversy, Tate has built an empire that seems untouchable. But how did a kickboxing champion from Washington, D.C. rise to become one of the most talked about, and let's be real, one of the most controversial figures in the world today?
King of toxic masculinity.
He has said that rape victims should, quote, bear responsibility for being raped.
Is it his no-holds-barred approach to masculinity and success? Or is it the endless controversy that's kept him in the spotlight? Either way, Andrew Tate has turned his life into a brand, and not just any brand, a multi-million-dollar brand. In today's video, we're pulling back the curtain and taking a deep dive into Tate's incredible journey. From his humble beginnings in sports, to his business empire, and even his social media bans, this is the real story of how Andrew Tate became rich and famous. Stick around because by the end of this video, you might see Tate's rise to fame in a whole new light. Let's get started. Let's rewind for a second. Long before the Bugattis and social media bans, Andrew Tate was just a kid born in Washington, D.C. in 1986. His father, Andrew Tate, was an international chess master, a genius on the chessboard, and Andrew definitely picked up some of that strategic thinking.
I had a fantastic mom. She did what a mother was supposed to do. I guess I was raised in a I call it hyper traditional. The modern world will call it misogynistic household. My father was in charge. It was his household. My mother was in charge of feeding us and clothing us and sending us to school, and she did a fantastic job. I think that as a boy, as a man, I always wanted to emulate my father. My father was a superhero.
But instead of going into chess, young Andrew chose a different path: kickboxing. Now here's where things get interesting. Tate didn't just dabble in kickboxing, he dominated it. He started his kickboxing journey in 2005, and within just a few years, he became the ISCA full-contact cruiserweight champion, not just once, but twice. And by 2013, he was the Infusion Live champion, one of the highest honors in the sport. Imagine going from training in small gyms to becoming a world champion. Pretty crazy, right? But here's the thing. Despite the fame and glory in the ring, Tate knew kickboxing alone wouldn't make him a millionaire. He needed a new plan, a bigger plan. And that's where the next chapter of his life begins. After hanging up his gloves, Andrew Tate made a sharp turn into the world of business. And let me tell you, he didn't take baby steps, he went all in. One of his first major ventures? A webcam business. Yep, you heard that right. Tate and his brother Tristan started a webcam company with over 75 women working for them at one point. Now I know what you're thinking. Webcam business? But let's not forget, this was where Tate started stacking serious cash. He's mentioned in interviews that this business was bringing in hundreds of thousands of dollars every month. It may have been controversial, but it was effective. From there, Tate didn't stop. He expanded into other ventures, including casinos in Romania. Yep, you heard that right. He struck a deal with a big casino brand, allowing him to open franchises in Eastern Europe. This added yet another revenue stream to his growing empire.
Yeah, but if we gamble, because we own half these places, we can get rid of some money.
This added yet another revenue stream to his growing empire. Real estate was next. Tate wisely invested in properties across Europe, knowing that the market there would offer great returns. And this is where Tate's financial genius comes into play, diversifying, expanding, and always thinking 10 steps ahead. But if you think it was just business that made Tate a household name, think again. His real rise to fame came with social media. Andrew Tate has never been afraid to speak his mind, whether it's about success, masculinity, or even his disdain for woke culture.
All I'm doing is saying that the shit that everyone thinks isn't allowed to say. So that's the reason I'm all big on the internet. Loser because your mentality is loserish. You are poor. I'm the only guy on this fucking platform flying around in private jets with 27 cars living this lifestyle.
This boldness made him a social media star, and soon he had millions of followers.
The funny thing is, they come at me with videos and they're like, he's a misogynist. And I'm like, do you think that's gonna lose me fans?
He first gained attention on Twitter, but it wasn't long before his content spread across Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. And let's be real, people love to hate him. Every controversial tweet, every viral clip only made his influence grow. It was like a fire that kept feeding itself. But things really took off when he started Hustlers University, a subscription-based program where Tate taught his followers how to make money, invest, and build a top G mindset. With over 100,000 members at one point, this was more than just a business. It became a movement. Of course, on top of that, Tate created an even more exclusive network known as the War Room. This elite, global brotherhood focuses on personal success, financial independence, and a warrior-like mindset. For those willing to invest in the hefty membership, the War Room offers high-level strategies, real-life meetups, and a space where members push each other to reach new heights of power, wealth, and self-mastery. It's a secretive group, but for its members, it's more than just a network. It's a lifestyle.
This is the War Room of Andrew Tate.
With great fame comes even greater scrutiny. In August 2022, Tate was banned from nearly every major social media platform: Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, you name it. The reason? Violations of their community guidelines, including hate speech and promoting dangerous ideologies.
Decide what I do. Be quiet. Cook. I don't give a shit about having sex with beautiful women. I fuck them so they listen to me, so I can get what I actually want, which is not them. It's a means to an end. Every single Bond girl was exploited. That's exactly what I do. Bang out the machete, boom in her face, and grip her up by the neck. Like, shut up!
Tate found himself in even deeper trouble when he was arrested in Romania in December 2022. Authorities accused him of human trafficking, rape, and forming an organized crime group.
She's not even pretty. This girl's average. She's ugly. I don't have time for this bullshit.
What about the rape accusation?
That's not true.
I have no criminal charges. There's no charges at all against me. I have not hurt any women. No women are coming forward saying Andrew hit me. Zero.
Am I a bad person? Because the more you didn't like it, the more I enjoyed it. I fucking loved how much you hated it. Turned me on. Are you seriously so offended I strangled you a little bit? You didn't fucking pass out. And all the women I've ever slept with, not a single one has ever bitched or complained like you are bitching and complaining now.
He didn't think a text from a man to a woman saying, I love raping you. I know what I do to you is abusive and controlling.
The case is still ongoing, but it didn't stop Tate from maintaining his influence. He simply reopened new accounts by placing an emoji on his face, where he could keep reaching his followers.
You understand you're living inside of a mechanism which is designed to control.
Despite the legal troubles, Tate has always maintained his followers and continues to live a lavish lifestyle. But whether you agree with him or not, there's no denying one thing. Andrew Tate knows how to stay in the spotlight. So, how rich is Andrew Tate today? Well, according to him, his net worth is over $350 million. And looking at his lifestyle, it's not hard to believe. Tate is known for flaunting his collection of luxury cars. He's particularly proud of his Bugatti and, of course, the private jets, mansions, and everything else that comes with that billionaire lifestyle. But here's the real question. Does the flash and luxury come at a price? For Andrew Tate, that price is controversy. Still, love him or hate him, Tate has mastered the art of building wealth, influence, and a devoted following. What do you think about his journey? Do you believe in his methods, or do you think controversy helped fuel his fame? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I want to hear from you. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more deep dives into the rise of today's most influential figures, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notifications so you never miss a video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
Story ever ended up besides jail or dead?
The Matrix is calling.
Time's up.